Hey guys, I came back from the gym, drank my protein shake, watched some stuff on YouTube, um, had a good time. Uh, I'm just want to talk about why I'm not enjoying dating right now, and it's been belligerently devastating. There's a better word. I'm sure there's a better word. This has just been awful. I'm meeting guys, and a lot of them are really cool. Oh my God, there's a guy named Josh who lives in Oklahoma. Oh, he is amazing. There's another guy named Senzo that lives in New Jersey. And I'm finding these guys on Instagram, on Twitter. Not yet here, but I'm sure it'll come. And it's like they flock to me, and I don't know why. I'm just a person, but obviously something I'm doing is good. And I need to start owning that and just saying, I don't need to know the answer. I don't need to know the answer. The answer might be something I'm not really comfortable with. So if I talk about how I interact with guys, I'm going to sit here and play with my belly, I'm sorry. I did a lot of weight on this guy. And then today was pecs. Look at that. And lats, which I don't know if you can see them. I'll check that out. I can't see, obviously, when I have my back turned to myself. Yeah, so I'm not sure what's going on with this. And I mean, both of these guys that I just talked about are like in their early 20s. And I might be 53 years old, and I might be turning 54 here in, it's 6 months or more. But I do not act like I am my age. I'm not my age. I'm kind of eternal. I remember my grandmother, who, oddly enough, we have a gene. There's a really interesting gene out there, and it basically means, if you think about, you have a gene that goes like this, right? They're like an X. Most people have small genes. I have long genes, which means as time goes by and your genetic as your cells reproduce, they're taking the gene and they're slowly losing the ends. So for a normal person, it goes like this. For me, it goes like this. And by the time I get to a point where I am at where most people are at in their 20s, I'm in my 50s. So genetically, I have the room to have all kinds of horrible things happen to my genes without it affecting me. I also have a very old soul that has regressed. We're just going to go with the term regressed because I just am me. And my problem is, and I'm not sure, I'm just like wandering, so forgive me. When I'm dating somebody, I'm looking at them as my equal. I might have more experience in the world, but they're supposed to be my equal. And I treat them that way. They're my equal. And I will oftentimes say, hey, you should do it this way instead of that way. Like my ex-husband, you couldn't tell him anything. He knew everything, and everything had to be his way, and he would do all of his research on his own. And I applaud that. If you want to do research and figure out your own path, cool. But don't ask me for help. If you're going to do that, don't ask me for help. If I say, hey, you could do it this way versus that way, and you ignore me, I stop feeling seen and heard. And that doesn't bode well. So here I am. I'm looking for something serious, and I'm getting 20, 21, 22, 23-year-olds that are like coming to me and saying, hey, you're wonderful. And I'm like, either you step up and put in the time and put in the effort, or thank you for, saying you think I'm hot. That's all I got. If you're in college and you're like, hey, when I get done with college, I want to do X, Y, and Z. So obviously there's other YouTubers that are on here that, wow, they have long distance relationships and they have massive age gap relationships. And they do it. They make it happen. I'm not opposed to making it happen. If I think you're serious, I can make things happen. I am not going to work on something that I don't think will pan out. If the answer to the question is that when you get out of college, you want to go do, I don't know, you want to move to California, it's like, I don't really have job opportunities in California. Arizona, yes, there is a crap ton of electric vehicle automotive jobs in Arizona. I could probably start about $100,000, easy. I'm looking at jobs there and I'm like, if only it was not. So Scottish, Irish, English, French, German, Dutch, and then Norse and Swedish. So pasty white, and would probably turn into dust in the desert sun, but I would do it because I would have so much fun hiking in the mountains down there. But, it would have to be a conversation. And so I can manage the world in any way I want to. And I literally am not pinned down anywhere right now. But I don't know what people want. And I'm not meeting guys that are like serious. So for me, I just do me. I'm doing my gym. I'm doing this. Still doing Instagram, still doing Twitter. My Twitter is actually doing pretty well. Instagram, but when I look at Instagram for me and people that are like, I'm not doing too bad. And I'm not getting that. And I don't know why. And the problem is I'm not processing the wonderful things about me that other people see. And I'm not processing the level of attractiveness that I don't see and other people do. So at work, they laugh at me a lot. I say stupid shit like, I might not be the smartest person in the room, but I see the following. And they all laugh. And I don't understand that until I recognize that I'm actually pretty smart. And I'm actually fairly decent looking. And I'm built. I know I'm built. I look at other people and I'm like, okay, I can lift twice what you can. There was this guy that was talking to me and I'm like, dude, I can bench press you. He's like, I weigh 180 pounds. I said, I bench press that all the time. Today I bench pressed that. I bench pressed 180. And it didn't even faze me. So I have things to offer. I have things to give to the world. I have a perspective that's interesting. And I'm spending almost all of my time at work, working out, or here doing this, creating. And the creative part is what really is getting me going right now. I'm kind of hoping that you guys are going to tag along for a little bit. It's been a lot of fun trying this out. I'm not sure I found my voice yet. I will. I'm working on it. You guys are basically inside my head. This is like the deep, dark recesses of me. I can tell you that most of my exes have never been this deep. I don't let people in that deep. I try to, but there's like a, you can see the just sheer look of terror on a lot of guys when you are vulnerable and deep. It's I don't know what to make of it. I'm trying to be as open and honest with everybody as I can be. And hopefully some of you will do that for me and be open and honest. If you try to snowball me, that's not the right word. Yeah, it is actually. If the aim is to make me feel less than, if the aim is to try to be better than me, if the aim is to be not your authentic self, this won't work. I can see it. I can feel it. It will cause me, I call it the turbulence, where reality and how I perceive things don't match. And if they don't match, it ain't gonna work. Just be yourself. Come to me full, look at me. This is what I'm doing. I'm standing here in my underwear, trying not to show off my junk, because unfortunately if I move this too much, I will. But this is me being completely open and honest. And I'm looking for somebody that's actually able to do that back. So anyway, I love you guys. I love you, dude. I'll see you soon.